Like and subscribe right now, or you're going to have bad luck for the rest of the week.
Each living organism on this planet has been carefully crafted and perfected over the course of billions of years. However, sometimes nature just doesn't seem to follow its own plan. From the liger to spider goat, here are 10 animal hybrids that will blow your mind. Number 10. Liger. Many beautiful animals are created by humans and are not found naturally. One of these creatures, which are also abnormally large, is the liger. Yes, liger, as in lion and tiger. In this particular case, this is a male lion combined with a female tiger. Now, you might think that this kind of fusion is made up, but it is very real. The liger is distinct from the similar hybrid called a tigon and is the largest of all known extant felines. They enjoy swimming, which is a characteristic of tigers, and they are very social, like lions. Notably, ligers typically grow larger than either parent species. The largest liger in existence right now is named Hercules, which is quite appropriate given the figure of Hercules in Greek mythology. Weighing over 900 pounds, it is 10 feet long and 4 feet tall. Now imagine yourself standing next to Hercules and seeing just how massive and ferocious he is close up. How do you think you'd feel? I think I'd be a bit scared, probably. Number 9. Gen pets. Do you desperately want a pet but you're cursed with allergies? Or perhaps you don't find yourself with enough time to devote to a lovable critter? Well, the folks at Biogenica have you covered. In the very near future, you will be able to go to a local retail store and purchase a gen pet. At first glance, they look like an extremely advanced pet rock or gigapet. Their package has cute little air holes and feeding tubes, making it appear that these alien-looking creatures are alive in some kind of space-aged hypersleep. Well, they are. They are actually living beings, and that's just the tip of the nightmare iceberg. Gen pets are living, breathing animals. Biogenica is a bioengineering company that has combined and modified existing DNA to create the Gen Pets lineup. Gen Pets have blood, bones, and muscle. They will bleed if you cut them and die if mistreated, just like any other animal. To clarify, yes, these are living creatures that were sold on retail shelves. There were petitions to stop the production of these creatures, which happened after a while. That's good and all, but the fact that scientists can create stuff like this really makes you think about all the horrific things. Number 8. Comma. Exactly who authorized the crossbreeding of a camel and a llama to create the first comma and named it a comma? Oh, right, the Crown Prince of Dubai. Well, when you're that rich, everything is easy, even naming a new animal comma. Camels weigh 6 times as much as llamas, so suffice it to say, artificial insemination was the only option for researchers at the United Arab Emirates. They succeeded in 1998, creating an animal they hoped would have the wool of a llama and the even temperament of a camel. To their disappointment, comma has proven rather moody, and it doesn't really listen to any of the scientists. Maybe it's because the parents don't even exist. Number 7. Killer bee. Killer bees, or African bees, are actually a hybrid error. They first appeared in 1956 when a surrogate beekeeper accidentally released 26 queen Tanzanian bees in other hives on a farm in southern Brazil. The beehive belonged to the biologist Warwick E. Kerr, who intended to pair European honeybees with South African honeybees to create bee stems that are more capable of producing honey and adapting to tropical climates than European honeybees. Since launch, the killer bees have multiplied and migrated. They now can be found in most parts of South America and North America. These bees are extremely aggressive, so they are called killer bees. When they are threatened in any way, they will launch a large number of attacks. They will sting any death threats mercilessly. At least 2 people in the United States die because of them each year. Number 6. Snapping turtles. You won't believe this species of turtle. Snapping turtles are freshwater turtles named for their method of biting and are noted for their large size and aggressive nature. An omnivore, snapping turtles are found throughout North America east of the Rocky Mountains. It is often found buried in mud or shallow water. It is usually aggressive in the water. However, it may lunge and snap while on land. its snap is really powerful and can easily break a bone or two. They cannot take down a human, but they definitely look like they'd try. An alligator snapping turtle is the largest freshwater turtle in the United States. They can grow to a shell length of about 40 to 70 centimeters, 16 to 28 inches, and their weight ranges from about 60 to 160 pounds, 40 to 100 kilograms. It has a worm-like appendage on the floor of its mouth, which kind of looks disturbing. What do you think? Number 5. Belgian Super Cow. The Belgian Super Cow is a large-sized animal with a rounded outline and prominent muscles. The shoulder, back, loin, and rump are heavily muscled. Also known as the Belgian Blue, this cow's muscles don't look real, but they are. In fact, this is caused by a genetic mutation that is expressed in the Belgian Blue bulls. In scientific terms, the gene causes hyperplasia instead of hypertrophy in the cow. In layman's terms, instead of each individual muscle fiber growing larger and larger, the muscle itself just adds more and more fibers, yielding a double muscling effect on the cow. What's certain is that you definitely don't want to challenge this bull to a tug of war. The muscle is a natural development for the breed. They are not born with that extreme muscle, but start developing that muscle at about 4 to 6 weeks old. As the name implies, Belgian Super Cow cattle originated in central and upper Belgium. Their color can range from white, blue roan, black, or a combination of them. The breed is known for its quiet temperament, pretty ironic when you have muscles like Craig Kovac. Number 4. See-through frog. Now, you won't have to play around with a dead open frog in your biology lab. Yes, we are not kidding. Scientists have successfully created see-through frogs in labs. The reason for this transparency is relatively simple. This phenomenon explains that the new frog lacks pigment in its skin. Pigments are the material in animal skin, including human skin, which gives color. The amphibian cells that contain pigment, called chromatophores, are found in much lower numbers in the see-through brown frog. The reduction of these pigment cells in the frog's skin results in us seeing through it and into the animal's body. You must be thinking, what is the need to see through a frog? Well, this study has a range of applications in the fields of biological and medical research. The opportunity for researchers to observe what is happening inside the frog's body eliminates the need for dissection. This new breakthrough provides us with a literal window through which we can study amphibian development in greater detail over the frog's lifespan, even before it is born and still in the egg. How fascinating is that? Number 3. Zubron. Up next we have the Zubron, a cross between cows and Wisent. You must be thinking, what is a Wisent? Well, those are European wood bison that once bordered on extinction, but now are on their way to a comeback thanks to reintroduction efforts. So basically, Zubron is Europe's answer to beefalo. After World War I, many Europeans thought Zubron would replace domestic cattle because of their durability and resistance to disease. But scientists didn't breed the first fertile Zubron until 1960, and in 1980, the Polish government discontinued the program because of a lack of interest from state-owned farms. A single herd of Zubron remains in Białowieski National Park in Poland. Number 2. Spider Silk Goat. The original title for this was going to be Spider Goat, which would have made it a lot scarier, but no, this isn't what you're thinking. While this is a goat with spider DNA in it, it isn't a giant web-building spider goat with 8 legs and 15 eyes and looks like some demonic entity from your worst nightmares. Sadly, the spider goat looks perfectly normal on the outside, but on the inside, well, even on the inside it looks pretty normal. What is spider-like about it is the milk, which actually is pretty rich in spider silk protein that could be easily separated and spun to produce large quantities of spider silk. Why spider silk? For one thing, spider silk has one of the highest tensile strengths of all things, and it can be used to produce superior bandages, bulletproof armor, and other things that require both lightness and extreme strength. But it still looks like a boring goat on the outside. Number 1. Goats and cows that lactate human milk. In 2009, Russian and Belarusian scientists genetically modified goats to produce human breast milk. They cannot produce 100% breast milk, but they managed to fill the goat with human cells to produce milk which contains about 60% of lysozyme and lactoferrin, which are characteristics of human milk. They are not the only ones doing this. Soon, a Chinese team created a whole herd of 300 cows to produce human milk. The goal was not to put breast milk on the shelves of grocery stores. Scientists hope to find a way to harvest breast milk to ensure that people can find opportunities in the store to buy a bottle of human milk for their families. The Russian team even announced that their human milk was made into delicious cheese. The Chinese team initially planned to produce products in stores before 2014, but their plans were pushed. They are currently trying to persuade the world that the breast milk discharge from the mutated cows is worth buying. When they succeed in doing this, you can pick them up in a nearby store. Which one of these creatures fascinated you the most? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.